Hello and welcome to episode 74 of How Not to Play All the Mods 10 with Squiz98. So this episode I'm going to be starting to look at extreme reactors. I just want to show you a few things I did in between episodes because, yeah. So, as you can see, my mechanism reactor has got a little bit larger. And I've also created an induction cell, or an induction thing, and started with flux networks. So I've increased these to sort of like 8 tall, so I can run one per. So I can basically, I can maximise the channels on that. I could probably go out 8, 16, 24. 32. So that's the maximum number of channels we can do off of that wireless thing. So yeah, but yeah. So what I've done is I've done 2 things here: power distribution one, which is where everything comes out, and a power generation one. And we're getting more input than we are output at the moment, so that's good. But we're going to get into the extreme reactors now. What I just did was I also expanded this out so it would hopefully keep up, but it's not keeping up with for that. So yeah, but it was also so I could get more antimatter, which we're now at 44. So I've been AFK for a little bit doing that. So yeah. Right. Anyway, so what I want to do is I want to kind of run directly this way. And we're going to make a maximum of the small reactors we can make, actually. Do you know what? I'm not going to go that far away. So we'll come to, say, here. Yeah, I think this is a good shout. Let's just have a quick look at the chunk boundaries. So we're in a chunk here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, I have not done a huge amount. So let's have a look at extreme reactors. Now it talks about yellorite, but I actually believe you use uranium on this. So yeah, so we need to create some patterns. Probably should create graphite. It's a recipe, so coal being smelted down. Okay, now what else do we need? We need new reactor inputs. Shut up, this reactor, aren't they? Yay! Right. Processor. Energizer, reactor injection port. These are all the ports. Reprocessor, no. Fluidizer, no. Energizer, no. No. Solid. So we're probably gonna need these. That's the one. Charging port. Probably want one of them. Okay, so I thought there was a I must put in your coolant, but maybe you just put it in. That's it. Oh, I can't. Okay. So let's make patterns for all of these. So that one. There. And then this one. We want that one as well. Okay, cool. So put these valid patterns. Oh, they changed the patterns. I did upgrade the pack, so it's possible that we've got some things that are going a bit awry now. Right, and then we want furnace, rotating furnace, stick that in there. Right, so let's make two of those. What? What? Hang on. Hello? I have no iron ingots. Okay, I've got plenty of raw iron, okay. But we also have that. 500,000 of that. Okay, let's... Look at that. This is a pattern. Good. Swear these things wait until I've just started recording to attack. They are most annoying. Sleep. So let's start off by making there's going to be a 5 by 5 by 5, so 5 by 5 by 5. Do this minus 3 by 3 by 6, close brackets. Okay, let's try 9 by 6. Oh. I want to make 9 by 6 of those. Stop. Okay. So F9. I can start here and go 2, 3. Too many. base with it as well, as I've got enough. Go with the glass. Now, if I remember rightly about the big reactors mod, which this is based upon, right, so you now need rod. That one. Then right now, actually, I did make the book for this. So let's see if I can find the book. I don't think I'd put it in my backpack, but you never know with this, with me. Let's have a quick read of the book. Let's go back. Beginnings. Your first reactor. Right. Oh, it's actually 3x3. Okay, so I've gone too much. One controller, one control rod, one fuel rod. One of them. Got the safe side, right. There's my controller. One controller, one fuel rod. Fuel rod and fuel rod different. Rod. Those. So that's the one that goes on the top, that's the one that goes underneath. Right, so if I do my maths, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 5 by 3. Let's quickly make our pattern for these ones. Okay. I need 5 of those. This one's called the fuel rod. This I needed 5 times 3. I think if my maths is right. Those. They go on the top, so do them last. 1, 2, 3. These go on the top. Now, I think, if I remember rightly, I need to fill these out with water. 1, 2, 3. Let's grab ourselves a tank. mode on. Now let's fill those up with these. Right, there's my controller. Oh, come on. So that appears to be working now. Now I just need to put in some ports. So it's going to be solid access ports. So I'm going to want probably 2 of these. Then 1 of these. I think. Let's break that one, and we'll also break that one. And then we will put our that in there. And then we'll put our that one there, that one there. That's the inlet mode. That's going to be outlet mode. Okay. So now that's just a charging port. It's not actually a. Let's grab ourselves one of these. Right. Go and then break this. Put that in there. Right, cool. So I can actually charge things from there. Okay, cool. So this is the input that's gonna take our fuel, which is gonna be uranium. So let's grab ourselves a import. No, well, we do want an import bus, but we also want an export bus. Grab one of them as well, and then we're using, I think it's green cable. Dense and some smart. So I reckon if we come across to like here. Shrinking device, which hopefully is still in here. Yep. Shrink ourselves down. Come across. 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 5. And we find ourselves here. So I'll make myself big again. This is going to be the export bus. It's going to be the import bus. And we're going to both sides. stick away, didn't I? Well, let's cover over what I can down here. Right, so we want to export uranium. Do this. So we're going to want some acceleration cards and some crafting cards. Crafting card. Yeah, I've got some of them. Cool, because we're going to need to craft the uranium to go into it. So that there. And then we'll just put those on there. Now, hopefully... So, we are full. We're not turned on at the moment. Right, let's turn it on. So the core heat is going up. Let's grab ourselves now. What was it we were doing? It was... So I'm going to need a flux plug. Plug. Make one of them. Going to stick that on there, and we're going to select power gen. Back here we're going to bypass surge, bypass limit. Hopefully we have no power in there, but we're creating power. Cool. So we have made a small reactor. What's it producing for us? That's still stuck. Yeah, that's good. So it is creating for us energy. Not sure how much, but we should be able to see how much more that's going up. Yeah. Although it feels like it's less than it was. Bizarre. Right, so I feel like we now need to look at making the larger version, which is the reinforced. So, that extreme. So, that. That's easy enough for us to make. We're going to want that. So, steel and graphite. That. Which is easy enough. Those. Easy enough. Those. Then we're going to want that. I don't know if I'm going to want that or not, this one. Make one of those. Go with the passive ones, with the active one. I don't understand the difference. Don't really need a charging port. So, right, let's get rid of that. So that's where we need to start making patterns now. So, that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Now, so I don't know which of these we're going to need, but I'm going to make one of each, some of each. So they're all these recipes, so that's not so bad. Right, so I believe the largest of these you can make is a 25 by 25 by 48, I think. So this is going to be 16 by 16. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So if I mark that there, and this corner over here, so that's what's going to be the corners of our reactor. Right. So let's start making these. So it's going to be 25 by 25 by 48. Let's put that in brackets. Minus, oh no, minus, open brackets, 23 by 46 by, oh, can't do that much maths in it. Right, let's just bring a calculator and start. Right, 25 by 25 by 48 is 30,000. No. Yeah, no, that is probably about right. Oh, hang on. Minus 23 by 23 by 46. No. Right, let me clear that. So 25 by 25 is 625. Then I want, oh god, I will do that now. My 48. So that's 30,000. We'll remember that. Plus 23 by 23 by 46. So 2,430. 24,334. Minus 5,668. That's a lot. So 5,668. Okay, so that should just be the external. I think I'm making too much there. Yeah, I am. That's fine, because I'll need a piece of, yeah, that actually works out right, because I do need a piece of each of those for the glass. So if I then do 23 by 46 times 4, I need 4,232 of the glass. So I shall wait for that to finish up before I start making the glass, because otherwise I'll run out. And I might be able to speed this up a little bit by going and speeding up my furnace, I think. Please make more time fluid. No, I have plenty of time fluid. So I'll come back to you once that's been done. It'll be a few minutes. So it looks like the reactor casings have been created now. So now let me create reinforced glass, which I needed 4,232. So let's start by going and making the corners of our thing with our... Yeah, I'm going to go one over with each of these. In fact, I'm going to go here. Over here. Let's grab some reactor casings. Over here. Same. Need to make straight lines. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that should line up with that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25. Yep. Got to go as well. So okay. So now we need to go up 48. 47. So do the same over here. This corner. Oh. Okay, so we have a fair amount left, but I do need to still fill in some of the top for this, so this is fine. So that is making it harder to see. Out again. pushed over here. I don't think I've got enough, but we'll find out in a second. Oh no, I think that was perfect. Right. So the next thing to do is to make the reinforced yawl rods. So it's 23 by 23 in there. 23 by 23. Just gonna do this with a calculator again. 23 by 23 equals that. Divided by 2 equals that. Oh, 624. So let's go with 264 by 48. So there should be enough there to do base part. This so let's look at the settings on this again, and Right, so now if I go into this and do paste mode, right, a couple more to do. So I think I'm just going to have to build these ones in. So there we go. So that's those done. So now right. Right, now I'm going to do my copy paste gadget again. Go there, out there, all the way over to here. Then I should be able to paste mode. I'll do this, put the anchor on. I can then Right, that's more like it. Do this, anchor it there. Well, that should be right. Nope. Let's do an undo on that. I'll come back once I finish this off. Okay, so all of those are now built. So now I need to do the other bits, which are the... Oh, I made far too many of them. Right, so 464 should we go with of these 464. This could take a while to create craft, so come back once they're crafted. Okay, so I think I overcooked that slightly. I think I did 464 rather than 264. Right, so my plan is to put that in there, grab my stick, and do that. So now we have all of those with those. Now, I need to see if there's a... Well, try and work out if there's a good way to do water in all of these. Now, my initial thought is to take out this bottom piece, put a bit of dirt in there, put some kelp in, and grow it up, which might work. But that's an awful lot of work to do. Let me see if there's a quick way of doing it. So I've just been reading somewhere, and apparently you don't need to fill all of the blocks in. So let's try this. I'll tell you what, this is going to take a while, so I'll come back in a sec once I've done that. So the water's all now filled in. Now we just got to put the caps on. So let's just grab myself some of the caps. No, reinforced. So I don't think this is going to be enough, but we'll try. A few more. Go for 300, be alright. probably going to need to make some more of the glass as well, because I managed to delete a few blocks of it earlier. Great, leave me to do this, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so the top's filled in, and now I just need to make some more reactor glass to fill in the bits at the bottom. So, it's this one. Let's go for 100, because I can't remember how many I've ballsed up, so. Right. Just need one more of those. Fill in this corner. Why has that one not got water in it? Okay. Next thing to do is put in the ports I need. So, let's see what they are. We need the controller. So one of them. And I'll need that thing. Grab two of these. And two of these. Now, I don't know if I'm going to need all of them, but we'll grab all of them. So, next thing to do is to come down here, and so we've got, still doing all right. Right, so under here we have ports. So let's put our controller in here. Then we just go for the solid ports here. And then we'll put these ones in here. So, in theory, right. So now, I dig down here, just breathe down, grab my shrinky device. Okay. Oh, one more. Oh, I'll just come up one with it. So, on this. I'll run this across here. that's all I need there realistically. Anything more fan? No. So, unshrink myself because I really hate being shrunk. And then fill this one in. So there's a dense pipe running underneath each of these. So we're going to do outlet mode, inlet mode. So we want an export. Export bus. One of those. Import bus. Those we want. Acceleration cards, so 4 in each. And a crafting card. So the inlet mode, so that one there, that one there. Those in there. These cables. There, I don't want dense ones in there. Cool, so I'll put uranium in here. At which point we then see oh, okay, so it's just taking a hell of a long time for it to fill up. Yeah. I mean, it's got a long way to go, so. Oh, I forgot. Need a power tap as well. Did I make one? I did. And let's put that, before I forget, let's put that here quickly. Okay, so just waiting for this to fill up before I turn this bad boy on. And we're at 16.6%. And this is where I find out I've run out of uranium now. Oh no, I've still got 25 million uranium. So now I also want to plug. Which I'm going to put onto here. I'm going to put that on the power gen network. Bypass everything. So that when we're ready to turn this bad boy on, we get to see I'll wait for that. Might as well go and kill this guy. But the hell of it. Hello, Jimmy. Let's kill him first. Come here, Jimmy. There we go, he's gone. Jimmy has gone. And I've got a whole load of rubbish in my inventory that I don't want anymore. Right, full up is this thing? Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I'd say it's probably about 66% full. Ah, 63. Went far off. That's staying nice and stable. Oh crap, it's got a 6.4 giga FE buffer. I wonder how much it's actually gonna produce. So we've got 12,190 fuel rods. We have a maximum capacity of fuel of 48,760 buckets. We're just waiting for this to fill up, so I'll come back once it's full up and we'll turn it back on. So we'll come back and see it hit the last of the fuel rods, at which point it should be, in theory now, 100%. So let's go back down at the bottom, double check it. They all look like they're full up. That's now 100%. Let's turn this bad boy on. Oh wow. Now do these things blow up? I think I might need the active one. Let's turn that off. So let's get an active EXTREME active. Let's try it with this thing. Well, the internal buffer has gone down. That's putting through 8 point something FE. Let's turn that back on. And it's transferring like, well, up 12 and a half, might go up to 13, you never know. So this is getting in 18 million FE per tick. Let's try. What if I do that? Does it go mental or does it chill itself out? I'm not really sure. That's going down. So's that, right? So we want that at 0. Yeah. There we go. Well, I think so. We've created the basic one, max size basic reactor. We've created the max size of reinforced reactor, I believe. Now I believe the next thing we've probably got to do is the. So let's have a look here. We've done this. Oh, we're really not. Oh. Done that bit now. Cool. I've done that. Yeah. Yeah. So I think the next thing we've got to look at is the reprocessor. And then we probably need to go down the fluidizer as well. But I think we'll look at that next episode because I've never done this before and I want to sort of like... So yeah, I mean, we're creating cyanide ingots which... Build an actively cooled reactor. Reactor active forged fluid port. Might be something to look at to cool the reactor down. I've never done turbines, but we could look at that. But I think the important things for us to look at are the fluidizer and the reprocessor, which is going to get, we're going to then need to create these, which will create as rosinite, which will then create as insanite, and yeah. So yeah, I think this section, these two sections, are probably going to be the next episode. So yeah, I will do a little bit of research into them, just make sure I know what I'm doing, and yeah, we'll go from there. Let's come down here. But everyone, I would like to say thank you very much to everyone for being here. Thank you for sort of like sticking around, and while I've been having some issues with sort of like health, computer, work. But yeah, as I say, I'm going to try and be more, what's what I'm looking for? consistent with my output of YouTube. As at the moment, I'm going to try and do 2 a week, so drop down 1. And I'll probably do 1 on a Sunday, and I'll try and do 1 on a Wednesday, depending on work schedule. But if I don't manage to do the work one, I'll do sort of 1 on Friday or something. So yeah, but yeah, guys, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed the episode, found it useful, it'd be great if you could sort of like drop me a like, drop me a subscribe. Doesn't cost anything, which is always a bonus. And if you've really liked it, or there's something you want me to look at, put it in the comments. Drop me a comment and let me know what you think. All right, guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.